In Texas, a rare glimpse at the first and second President Bush together. George W. Bush says his new book is a love story to honor the man he calls the finest one-term president the country has ever seen. Jan Crawford is in Washington with family stories never heard in public until now. Jan, good morning.
Well, Charlie, you know, they covered a lot of ground yesterday. It was heartfelt, often really funny, between George W. Bush and his former chief of staff as he unveiled this book about his dad, who, of course, was our 41st president, and his parents were sitting there just a few feet away.
I never would have got to be governor.
The conversation was personal, stories of a storied political family.
Mother says to me, your dad and I would like to take you to dinner. I'm 18 years old. You know, didn't really happen that much. And so I'm saying to myself, okay, let's see, dinner with mother and dad. Sure, let's go. We get there and she can barely contain herself. And she says, I discovered an ashtray under your bed. You smoke. And Dad looked at her and said, so do you. And that was the end of the conversation.
There were lots of stories about his mom, Barbara Bush, long known for blunt talk. That's when her son told her he was going to run for Texas governor.
Hey, Mom, I'm going to run against Ann Richards. She said you're not going to be able to beat her. She's too popular.
Bush says it was his father's painful defeat for president in 1992 that led to his victory in the race against Richards 2 years later.
And it had been very difficult to get the kind of traction one needs in order to draw a contrast. And so, in an interesting way, his defeat empowered both Jeb and me to run for office.
In the book, Bush focuses on his father, the politician, and how he shaped him growing up.
I'm playing with these little, kind of feeble-looking little toy soldiers, and he said, where'd you get those? And I didn't have a very good answer because I'd stole them.
Then, 6-year-old George was marched back to the store to apologize to the manager. There also was talk of whether that other Bush, Jeb, the former Florida governor, will make his own bid for the White House.
I heard him say he doesn't like the idea of a political class. The idea of Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Bush troubles him, which speaks to his great integrity. I said, well, how's this sound? Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Clinton.
Now, remember, Bush told our Bob Schieffer over the weekend he thought it was about 50-50 that his brother would run, and he said yesterday that he wouldn't be pressured into it, that both his brother and Hillary Clinton, both of those two, knew better than anyone what it's like to be president. Nora?
All right, Jen, thank you.
Wow,
great. He's funny.
That's funny.
He is funny. Bush is so funny.
And easy to like it.
Yeah.
Very easy. And he seems so relaxed. I love when he cracks himself up and he starts laughing at his own joke. It's pretty terrific.
Great stories.
Yeah.
But what?
And Barbara is so amazing, though.
Yes.
I mean, this sort of matriarch of the family.